Good morning, Deb. Good morning, Frida and Gloria. Hi, Annette. Hi, Dee and Brenda. Is everybody ready for our first make-along live? I am. I'm psyched. I'm freaked. I'm like, oh my gosh. Not only that, it's an Outlander inspired. I hope everybody is excited doing make-alongs live as I am, because I don't know that there's that many people who do them, but I'm going to try this. Yeah. So when we get a little bit more people here, I'm going to go over the rules, and you'll see that I'm not looking for you to finish it today. That's not part of it. You'll see. I'll tie it in, and you'll figure it out. Good morning, Steph. Grab a cup and join me. Yes. Well, it's our first time for, I think, all of us to do a live. I've never done a live make along before, except for we did a hat one last year. But you could use any pattern that you wanted to at that point. This is different. Hi, Amy. That's pretty good. Not 10 o'clock yet, and 15 people are here. What time is it? It's only, it's 10 o'clock right now. So what I did was I made the cowl. It's on Claire, and I'll bring it out here closer for you to see it. Hi, Laura. Hi, Lori and Gloria. And so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it in a 5 bulky. That's in a 6 bulky. I'm going to do it in a 5 bulky with you. Basically, I won't finish it either. I don't think you can comment on your TV, Becky. I don't know, unless you have some kind of a keyboard set up. So yeah, that's unfortunate. But the good news is that in a few minutes, I'm going to tell you the rules of we're going to do the make along. And one of the rules is that you will be able to rewatch the video. And so anybody that can't be here for the make along will still be able to participate. They just won't have the fun of getting the pattern and things like that. I'm going to wait till we have at least 25 people, and then I'm going to go ahead and start the pattern. But I am going to show you what's in today's Christie's Closet D-Stash, though. I have 3 skeins of this Vibrance. It's a Universal Yarns. And look at that colorway. Now, yes, it is gorgeous, but it's not me. This has got bright purples and bright pinks and bright yellow, and it's just not me. And so the part of the live that's the D-Stash part will be later in the show, and you do have to be present to win that. Now, this is 218 yards in one of these donuts, and you're going to get 3 of these. And it says superwash wool, 73%, and 24% nylon, 3% polyester. So if you are allergic to wool, later on in the program, don't enter this because that's what the D-stash is for today. You do have to have a United States address, and you must be 18 years of age to win the D-stash. So I will show it again. Yeah. So that's quite a bit, quite a cute little, well, we're up to 21. I can start telling you what the first part of the pattern is pretty soon. Okay, so one of the things is I want to tell the rules at 25 people. So let's see, what else did I? Oh, I know. This week I put up the Valentine's post for Knit for a Bit and for a crochet one. So there's 2 different posts, and they're in my Facebook page. And if you're not a member of that, hop on over there. All the links for everything will be below the video after it renders, after it loads up. But you can get all those links from my channel anyway. But how much wool is it? 73%. But it's super wash, so you can wash it. 24 nylon, 3% polyester. Okay, so back to the Valentine's. So I did pick out some prizes for the Valentine's. I picked out some bulky 5 Charisma in this colorway for the knit make along. And this is a loops and threads. It is Sunny Day. And I just tore the glue off. I've got to use a piece of tape to put it back on. So we will be giving this out for the Valentine's knit for a bit. And there are 2 of these loops and threads, 100% acrylic, and it is 109 yards in the Charisma. And then for the crochet one, I picked out a chunky Serenity Premier. That's a 5 bulky in a tweed. And this is for the Crochet Valentine's challenge that I put up in the group this week. So this is 97% acrylic and 3% viscose. And that's a 5 bulky. And the colorway on this is Claret. There's 2 of those. In the Valentine's, you can use whatever pattern you want in either one. I didn't post a pattern, but everyone gets 1 entry. So that way it keeps it, the odds of winning are the same for everyone. Okay, so we have 24 people, so I'm going to go over the rules for today's make-along. So I told you that you needed to have some bulky 5 or some bulky 6 to make this cowl. This is my own pattern, and if you know how to single crochet, it's all you need. So if you are using a bulky 6, then we need to have an an M 9mm hook, and you are going to go ahead and chain 21 chains for the bulky 6. If you're using a 5 bulky, you will use an 8.8mm hook, and you will chain 27. So I'm going to go ahead and chain 27. And the rules are, yeah, you don't have to do the crochet along. You can talk about whatever you want, but I had to put the rules in. So the rest of the rules are, I will give you more of the pattern in just a minute, but the rest of the rules are that you can make this, and when you are done, you can go over to the Facebook page, find the announcements tab, and put a photo of your finished project into that post, and I will draw a winner. And it will not be today. So you have time. That way, other people that are not on the live can watch the live and do it too. So that's cool. I think that's great. And I will be showing you prizes that I'm going to be giving away for this make along. I have 2 prizes to pick from. Are you ready? Okay, so I would like to ask Deb or Lori to put in the first instructions that I just gave. Only the first instructions. Hi, everybody. We're up to 29 people. So you chain 21 if you're using a bulky 6 and an M 9mm. You chain 27 if you're using a bulky 5 and an L 8mm. That's all I gave so far. Okay. So the choices, shall I show them now? Shall I wait? Nah, let's show the cowl. How's that? We'll show the cowl. I didn't show the cowl. No, Claire won't take it off. She just won't. Okay, so I did mine in a bulky 6. And here it is. I added a decorative wooden button on mine. And it is folded over at that point. So if you don't want to add the button, you don't have to, but it's on the inside of the fold. So there is the pattern, or there's the finished product. Thanks, Deb. And this is a Outlander inspired cowl. I don't usually put on things that I make on camera. There you go. There's the bulky 6. I used a purple Charisma on this one. It's a marled. So I am going to put this up for sale on my Etsy shop when I get done. I'm not going to be able to wear this in the house under the lights of the camera lights for more than a couple minutes. So this is what you're making today. This is what it will look like if you do the parameters that I'm going to give you. If you don't like how big it is, you can do a little bit tighter to your neck. You can just not do as many rows. So the next part of the make along will be single crochet across the first row. That's it. That's the second part. So your first chain next to your hook will be the turning chain. You should have 20 crochets if you're using the bulky 6 and 26 if you're using the bulky 5. And it doesn't matter because we're not going to count stitches, so you can be off. Somewhere you have this pattern and I don't know where it is. Well, you may have it. However, I used totally different numbers and different things, so this one is mine. So I did not use anybody's pattern. I got inspired by people's patterns, but I didn't write it down. So today I'm using Serenity Premier, and this one is a chunky 5, and it is 109 yards, and the gray colorway is called Smoke Heather. I woke up with some frogs today, I'll tell you. Okay, what else? What does I make sure I have everything else that I talked about on here? So if you have the first section done and you I believe I am going to do 2 weeks on this. So 2 weeks from now on our live, we probably will be drawing a winner from that and starting a new make-along. And very slowly, I will be taking suggestions of what kind of things you want to do. I mean, we can't do everything, but we can have them overlap a little bit so that way some people, if they want to do a bigger project, yes, grab a cup, please. If they want to do a bigger project, we can have a make-along that goes longer, and then that way we can do some smaller ones in between. But I just wanted to get a feel to see if anybody really wanted to do this together or not. And yes, I want to give you time. And this one happens to be an easy one, but yet still a very lovely project. That way we started out slow with the whole idea of it and the stitches, because some people want to do it that are beginning crocheters. And, you know, so, okay, I have 26 single crochets now. And so therefore, if I can do it on camera, I figure I should go to the next section, because some of you are doing it with me. So you're going to chain 1. Every single row will continue to be the same from here on out. We will chain 1 and we will crochet the first stitch through both loops. The first stitch and the last stitch will be through both loops. The rest of the stitches in the row are just single crochets in the back loop. That is the pattern, ladies. It creates a ribbing type of pattern, and it gives you the texture, and it, depending on if you do it in 5 bulky or 6 bulky, it will give you a different effect. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do mine, you know, I'm going to do mine along with you, and I will have a second one done in the 2 weeks. And then I will give you the parameters. Mine, I did 30 inches long on that bulky 6 one. So it doesn't come up so tight. So your row number 2 is the only row that I gave in the pattern through the whole entire cowl. Just all your stitches are in the back loop, except for the first stitch of the row and the last stitch of the row. And that's to keep your edging nice and straight without any holes on the edges. So if Deb could put the chain and the whole row 1 and row 2 into the chat, please. I appreciate it. Hi, Jill. Hi, Ida. Hi, Nancy. Up to 31 girls here. I'm going to do the rest of this row. And then when I turn, I'm going to say what I'm doing one more time. I don't think you can even see my hands. I'm using the bulky 5. Yes, I will. I will put them out after we get done today. And I'll also put out the prizes, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. So I hope everybody is excited about the fact that we started a make-along live. Okay, so I'm at the end of the second row. Absolutely, Steph. That's what I want. That gets this chat does upload later. So when people are watching this, they'll see that chat. Okay, so at the beginning of every row, after the first row, all you do is single crochet the first row. The second row, you chain 1, turn your work. Your first stitch is a single crochet through both loops. The rest of the row is a single crochet through the back loop only, all the way across until you come to the last stitch, and then your last stitch will be a single crochet through both loops. And that is your pattern. You should measure approximately 8 to 9 inches. There is no real dimensions or parameters. It's acceptable of how long you want it, and then if there's enough room to turn it over and make it. So I did 8 to 9 inches and 30 inches wide for the length or the circumference. So I just did row 2 until it measured 30 inches. So I'm going to show you the D-stash one more time. I'm going to change the subject while you're crocheting. How's that? Hi, Ravini. This is D-stash from Christi's Closet today, and it is a gorgeous universal yarn. Now, it does have a lot of interest. This has a black undertone thread. I think you can see it there. It's like wavy, almost like a roving, but not a thick one. So this has got a little halo, and it is Vibrance by Universal Yarns. They come in a donut shape. And we have 218 yards on a donut. It is 73% superwash wool, 24% nylon, and 3% polyester. I have 3 of these today for the D-stash. This has nothing to do with the make-along. This is just today's D-stash. So if you do not want to receive something that is wool, don't enter it. And how we're going to do that is the way we normally do it. And I have to ask, Debbie, do you have an Alexa? Okay, Kim is here. I'm sorry. Kim is here, so when I do that, I will ask Kim. She is here. So, good morning, Kim. I know it's very early there. So, okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is, and I just wanted to show you that D-stash. I'll be doing it in a little bit here. Hi, Bev. Hi, Evelyn. Okay, so you all have the pattern down? You wrote it down? You understand it? Hi, Teresa. You don't need any more help on it? It's easy, right? Oh, Siri's fine. Siri's fine. It's just that I usually ask Kim to do that, and she wasn't here. So I was seeing that Kim was here now. Easy peasy, Becky says. All right. I can't wait to see all of your Claire cowls, because I made the pattern pretty much, and I love the Outlander, you know that. And just to see all of you and all your different colors and everything, it's going to be so cool. I'm giving you 2 weeks to do this, and I'm going to give out prizes. So you can post your, in fact, the post is already up. It's been up. If any of you are continued followers, you would have seen that post posted. And it's in the announcements tab of my Facebook group. And all you have to do is find that announcement and post your finished Outlander cowl there. Outlander inspired cowl. So it is 8 to 9 inches this way and 30 inches in circumference. Oh, Lori, that's cool. That's cool. We have 30 people here this morning right now. That is awesome. So if you didn't hear all the rules, okay, so you are doing, Joann's has lots of buttons in the back on the left, but so does Walmart. Walmart has lots of buttons. I see a lot of buttons in Walmart. Also, your Goodwill type stores, they have buttons that they're donated. Okay, so what I did was I gave you a short, easy pattern to do. It is the cowl that I got inspired to make. It's an Outlander inspired cowl, and it is done in either bulky 5 or 6. I gave you the dimensions, and all you have to do, you have 2 weeks to do the pattern in. We're doing it together today. And then you post in the Facebook group under the post for this. And I'm going to draw winners on the live 2 weeks from now. So what do I have? Well, I have a choice. I have 2 skeins of Woolies Thick and Quick. This is a tweed type of color. Let's see what they say it is. It's called City Lights. And this is a bulky 6. And it says it is the stripes, 5-ounce skeins, 80% acrylic, and 20% wool in the Woolies, the Lion Brand Woolies. So you will have a choice of 2 skeins of that. This is for making the cowl. Or I have 2 skeins of Premier Serenity in the chunky. And this one is no wool. So you have your choice of 97% acrylic and 3% viscose, and they are 109 yards. And this colorway is Eclipse. So they're both blue in. So that's how, those are the prizes I'm using for the cowl, and you have 2 weeks to do that in. So how fun is that? I just have one more little tidbit I'd like to show you on the prizes. And I laid it down here. Oh, here it is. So whatever yarn you decide, if you are a winner in the live for today, 2 weeks from now, if you decide on either one of those yarns, you still will get this stitch marker to go along with it. And I thought this was a great Outlander inspired stitch marker. It is a dragonfly. It is a beautiful dragonfly. So I will include that stitch marker with whichever yarns that you you choose in, if you win that. What's going on with my voice? I'm like, it's going to be hard to choose. Well, Frida, one of them has a little wool and one of them doesn't. And that, therefore, if anybody, has a wool problem, then that one. I don't always do that, but in this one, I'm doing it. So do you guys have any suggestions on the Valentine's challenge I put out for you, whether it be the knit one or the crochet one? I was just kind of curious on that. Have 33 today. I guess everybody's busy today. They didn't want to come in. Oh, Lori says she's using her Hook and Stitch Live cup today. Yeah. Well, I got a bigger one. I knew I couldn't go out of the camera and fill it up. So I got my bigger one out. Yeah, a wreath is a great idea. Yep, Denise, that's why I put in something without wool in it today. So that way you have your choices. A puffy heart. That's awesome. That's a great idea. You could do a red knitted dishcloth. Valentine's inspired, right? And learn how to knit. How perfect. Valentine's announcement was a couple days ago. Yes, you did. Maybe I should say it again. I have a knit for a bit. You choose the pattern on the Valentine's one, and I have a crochet. You choose the pattern. They both run about a month long, maybe a little bit longer. Post for them is in the announcements tab. And I have 2 separate prizes too. So the prizes for the knit for a bit is some Loops and Threads Charisma in this beautiful colorway. You get 2 of those. These are 109 yards, 5 bulky, 100% acrylic. So those are for the knit. Yep, white zin will do you. If you do the crochet Valentine's challenge, you will have your choice. Not your choice. You will have a chance to win some of this tweed. Chunky Serenity by Premier. And this is also acrylic and viscose with the tweed. So this is a 5 bulky, and you get 109 yards, and you get 2 of those. So those are the Valentines. Yes, you can enter both knit and crochet. Of course you can. They're totally separate make-alongs, right? And you make a knit thing, you make a crochet thing. Everything is going to be one entry. You can post as many items as you want in any of my make-alongs, but I'm only taking your name once because I do so many and because it is so hard to make it fair when someone makes a big, huge item and someone else makes 10 small items. So this way, I'm putting your name in once. Maybe someday again, I'll do multiple entries, but for now, that's the way those are going to be. I would like to do the drawing for today's D-Stash. So if you are interested in winning this wool, 73% wool, beautiful colorway. Did I even say what color it was? Probably not. Vitamin C surprise. Vitamin C surprise. That's what this is. So what we're going to do is we are going to ask you to put in a comment to win this D-Stash. Today, you have to be present to win this. And we're going to do it right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the chat. And then I'm going to ask my friends Deb and Lori to pay attention. And I'm going to ask my friend Kim that she will, I'm going to mark the chat. So after the mark, you will put up vitamin C. What did I say? Vitamin C surprise. Put that in the chat now if you want to win this. Well, there are 3 skeins of it. I marked the chat so you can go ahead and put in, if you want to win this, put in vitamin C surprise. There you go. All right. And so what I'm going to do is ask Kim over on the West Coast, the Crafty Nomad, to ask her Alexis to give us a number between 1. I got 34, so, and it's my chat, so 1 and 34. Vitamin C surprise is today's D-Stash giveaway from Christi's Closet. And I'm waiting till the countdown goes to a whole minute, so that way everybody has a chance to run across the room, put their crocheting down, and write in vitamin C surprise. Okay, so I'm going to mark the chat now. So anything after this is not going to be included. And please enter if you are a moderator, because that it's fair. Okay, I marked the chat. So Kim, ask Alexis and let us know what that number is. I want to see that cowl one more time. And then I'm going to tell you it's number 14. Okay, Deb and Lori, let's see what you guys have to say about who number 14 is. The cowl is worked in row 2 for approximately 30 inches. And I did about 75 rows. Now you can do it smaller than that. After you try it on, you can. But what you do is you take the 2 ends and you slip stitch. Now what I did, I went through 2 on the end and I slip stitched the 2 ends together, the beginning row and the finished row. Slip stitch those 2 ends together to make a circle weave in your ends, and then put on your fancy button. And don't put your button real close to where you seamed. Make sure your seam is somewhere in the back if it's a seam that shows. I will show you mine. So it doesn't really show up all that much to the eye of the non-crocheter. They're not really going to see where the seam is. So who's the winner? I guess Lori still hasn't learned how to count. Well, if you would go into lives with the live chat and not the top chat, that might make a difference. I don't know. 75 rows is, yes, that's for the bulky 6. So it's just an estimator. It's just a a parameter that I did. I'm trying to fold mine back down again. So this was, mine was 75 rows in the bulky 6. Now, I probably will do more rows for the bulky 5. So I'm laughing because Lori Gray cannot count, and we all figured that out. She still can't count. Okay, so who is not the winner? Tell me one more time. Is it Nightingale Crochet? Is that what you guys got? And Lori's who is it? Nancy's saying thank you, so I don't know what's going on. You guys. Okay, Nightingale won. Okay, so please send me a message through Messenger or email if you are Nightingale Crochet. Okay, so that is, the person has to be 18 years of age, must have a United States address to receive yarn prices from me, and also send me a message within a week to claim that and tell me where to send it to. Otherwise, guess what happens? It goes back into the giveaway box, and I have a whole bunch of goodies in my giveaway box that has not been claimed. So you might just see them pop up again. I don't know who Nightingale Crochet is, so that's pretty cool. As somebody won that, I don't know. So that prizes for the make along today, making your cowl. If you haven't seen them, I'm going to show them one more time. You have a choice. If you enter a cowl made today, and in my Facebook group under the announcements tab, you can choose from 2 different yarns. The first yarn is the Woolies Thick and Quick Stripes. There are 2 of these, beautiful, and this has wool in it. It has approximately, what did I say, 20%? Yes, 20% wool in the Woolies Thick and Quick, and there are 2 of them. You can choose that one, or you can choose the Serenity Bulky that doesn't have any wool in it. So what we're going to do is, we're also going to, when you choose, we're going to add this beautiful stitch marker that's Outlander inspired, as far as I'm concerned, to that prize. So that'll be 2 weeks from now. And I'm looking for suggestions on what to do on the next make-along. Deb's been popping up the instructions, but I will also add the instructions to the announcements, the announcement for the cowl make-along. So later on, after I'm done with the live, I'll go in, and I will put that up there. I didn't want to put it in there yet because I wanted it to be fun to do it together here. So that's why I waited. I want to make sure I talked about everything that I wanted to talk about today. Victoria's her name. Oh, okay. Well, hi, Victoria. A hat to go with the cowl. Good idea. I think that's a great idea. And I do have one more thing I want to show you today before we call it a day. I mean, I don't want to go anywhere, but I got something in the mail today. And I figured, well, you know what? I'll just talk about it on the live because, yes, I do give away a lot of things that have wool in them, and people have been saying something about it. So, usually I just say, well, either don't claim it or give it to somebody else. But once in a while, I try to make an effort to do stuff that's acrylic for some of you. Okay, so you want me to keep going with the theme then? You kind of think that's cool. But yeah, okay. All right, well, I'm not going to do one next week, so next week, I don't know what I'll do next week, but it'll be something crazy. And there will be woolen things that I give away in the Christie's D stash because I just put in whatever. And you don't want to win it, don't enter it. So, yeah, okay, all right. I will get my moderators on some patterns, then they can share in on this too. They can try and find it because I think we can talk about. I don't know. Yeah, we could talk about free patterns. Yeah, that's fine as long as it. I mean, I don't know if I can come up with something every 2 weeks, but I can come up with something that somebody else wrote that's free. So we'll see. Anyway, what I wanted to tell you was I got something in the mail now. We're all joking about Lori Gray and how she can't count. She is a good sport because I'll tell you what, she has donated her beautiful work many, many times over. And I would like to call her out today and say thank you to her and have all of you say thank you to her because she has made me things to give away to you out of the goodness of her heart so many times. And she did it again. If you have been following me, you will see that there is a new make-along for 2021, and it is the Pineapple Afghan. You can get the free pattern from the announcement, and we are doing a square a month for the year 2021. You do use a 4 medium, and you make a square a month, and then at the end of the year you'll have 16 or 12 squares, 16 inches. And in this make along, I will be providing some great prizes for random project photos. From your photos, I'm going to draw random people to win prizes. However, Miss Lori Gray has already made a bag. It's an Al Gray bag, girls. And it's going to be in the grand prize for the Pineapple Afghan 2021. Are you ready? Are you ready to see it? Here it is. She sent it up already. She made it up and sent it to me, and I got it yesterday. So here it is. Look at this. Woohoo! Look at the birds. Oh my gosh, you guys. Aren't they beautiful? It has the handle on the side. It has a zipper in pretty orange. It has the box bottom. And it's plenty big enough. And inside, it's got a color. Let me turn it this way. It's got a solid color inside. And it has a beautiful matching pocket. And no, she doesn't have a Etsy store, and yet she does sell some things. So I don't think she's selling bags. You'll have to ask her. There's the pocket, and it says L. Gray inside. Well, actually, it says Lori Gray. Handmade with love by Lori Gray. Okay, so that's not all. That is not all. In here are some stitch markers. Let's look at those. You know, I get to see these firsthand, and I don't have to give them away, but I do. Okay, so she made us these beautiful. Okay, stop moving. Look at that. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh, I want some of these. They're different colors. There's 4 of these. Oh, yes. So this is an awesome group to be in. Awesome. You girls have got to, well, did I show that backwards? I must have. That's a whitish color one. And this one, oh yes, there's 2 colors. It looks like I didn't look at them that close. Well, you know what? If I look at them real close, I'll want to keep them. There's 4 of these beautiful stitch markers. Thank you so much, Lori. You are something else. So look for that make along. And these prizes will be going in the grand prize at the end of the make along. Yeah, she does sell things from her house in her driveway, but I don't know that she sells project bags there. You'll just have to ask her. I really don't know what she's going to say. I know she likes to be able to be free to, make as she not orders. I don't think. I really don't know. So I think it's a treasure that we get to have something made by her every so often to use in our make-alongs, because they're beautiful, and it kind of makes it like more exciting because you can't buy one. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I want to thank her one more time, and I hope you all have enjoyed the live today. I don't want to go, but well, if you have any questions with your cowl, please send me a message, send Debbie or Lori a message. They'll be glad to help you out. I haven't used this Premier Serenity before. This is my first time, and oh my gosh, this is really soft. I'm liking this. I don't think that I'm going to get a wrist ache from using the I'm going to try and change that intro every so often, Lori. Oh my gosh. Okay, Catherine Oaks. The pattern will be printed when put up on the announcements of the cowl as soon as I can. I will do that after the live. Plus, this video stays up and you can get it. She is something. Yeah, I'm going to try and change that. But I loved the music so much. I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to keep the music because I think it goes with anything, not just Christmas. So, yes, I kept it because Annette said she liked it so much, and I did too. I was like, yes, I'm going to keep it. So Annette, she has been posting some stuff. That beautiful blanket and those, tell me about those hearts, the heart blankets that you posted. Tell me about that real quick and let us all know what that's all about. Yep. Granny D won some yarn for the cowl. That's cool. So did Sandy from Left is Right Crochet won some too last week. Oh, she says that her sister Teresa gave her some. That's great. Okay, so yes, that was in there. Oh, are you saying that to make the little ones was in there too? Was it in this magazine? Okay. Okay, so she says that in here, yeah. The heart blanket was in the magazine. But you said you made smaller ones for something. What was that for? There was something that you made the the little hearts for, or something you said? Tell me about that. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Now I get it. That is a very similar pattern to that. Yes, it is. And that is where I got the idea. Yes, it is. However, it is not the same pattern because I could not use that same pattern. That's that. Now I get it. You just have to smack me once. Hello. Yep. But if you said something about the crochet crowd was talking about it. So you got the pattern from here, but the crochet crowd did something. That's what I wanted to know about. What was their little hearts or something? I don't know. You were talking about something. And does anybody have any more questions about the donating to Warm Up America? 9x7. I guess I'll have to see what Warm Up America is. Because I don't know what that is. That's okay. It's another heart pattern from Lulu Loves Crochet. Oh, that's just for the heart. Okay. It's on Hooked for Hope with Tiffany. Okay. All right. So there's something on there on Hooked for Hope with Tiffany about the Warm Up America. Okay. So that's good. We can all go and see what that's all about then. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us. That secret little thing about using the first one through both loops and the last one through both loops, I do that on hats too. I do that on ribbing when I'm crocheting, especially on hats, because I don't like the edging to be so loose. I always do it on the first and the last loop of any ribbing. So yeah, little tip. I hope all of you are enjoying my lives. Oh, okay. I get you now. Okay, so she's the one that Crystal at Bag of Day did a giveaway for, which, you know, one humongous channel supporting another humongous channel. Okay, guys. Uh-huh. Yeah, that makes total sense to me, right? Yeah. But yeah, I posted those, both of those, in my group too. You know, I have to, because it got to be a little bit supportive and a lot of bit about sharing what's going on in the community. So that way, if you go on my group, you can say, "Oh, yeah, I'll go over there," and you never know. You can't win a giveaway if you're not entered, right? Heck yeah. And I always enter too, because I figure, you know, if I win, it's just great for you guys, because I can give some of it away to you. So why not enter? All right, I'm going to call it a morning and get working on some of these things that are calling me. And, well, yeah, I will talk to everybody in the next addictions video. Oh my gosh, Frida has one whole skein done. That is awesome. Oh, I hope you guys are enjoying this cowl pattern so much. All right. I will talk to you all Saturday, definitely, in the next hook and live from the Crafty Nomads channel. So be sure to join us next Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. Pacific. Bye, guys. Talk to y'all later. Have a great day. And patience makes a project. There you go. I said it. Bye now.